Warning! This video may contain the following: flashing images, strong language, mental health discussion. Viewer discretion is advised. Ahoy, hi there folks! Yes, once again, welcome back to the egoTSET, my semi-regular, irregular, completely irregular, very bizarre vlog on God knows what's been happening in my recent life, because editing is hard, recording is hard, and graphics are annoying. Case in point, the rubbish ones that are going to appear on this one. So, I should have done that before I started. Got myself ready, should have prepared for this, but I have zero to no time, so we're going raw, because that's how we do things. So, just like last time, we're going to kick off with what I have been listening to, because I like to make life harder on myself than just doing a standard vlog. What have I been listening to? Right, so to start off with, for my happy times, I've been going around the charity shops. That's, you know, like thrift stores, you American cousins. First off, I was listening to, let's see, what is it? It is The Favourite Worst Nightmare by the Arctic Monkeys. Can we get no shine on that? Yes. Oh, you can see me in the reflection, that's not good. Anyway, so there we go, I've been listening to that. I forget how much of this I actually really liked. It's a really good album, really, really good. I mean, what year was it? Is it covered up by the stickers? It's covered up 2007 album by the Arctic Monkeys. I picked it up. These were all a quid, by the way, £1. It was Teddy Picker. I remember listening to Teddy Picker and really liking it. And then it's like, once I got it back in, I was like, oh, I remember that. I remember this. I remember that. And it's really, really good. So yeah, that's in the overwhelming collection of music CDs I have. Following that, I was listening to what is it? A Hangover You Don't Deserve by Bowling for Soup. This is the album that had 1985 on it. To be honest, I've heard that more than enough, so I just flicked through the rest of the album. It's not all brilliant, I have to say. What year is this? 2004, so it's not bad. It's pretty good, but nothing quite as catchy as 85. Still really enjoyable. I sat there and listened to it, and that's not a problem. And lastly, I picked up the wrong blooming thing. But I've been listening to Pink. Funhouse, because this is... What one have I got here? No, this is Funhouse here. That is right. I've got Funhouse here with me, which I also picked up for £1. I've got a couple of albums that hopefully I'm going to go through as well, but I forget which Pink. But basically, been listening to Pink, Bowling for Soup, and the Arctic Monkeys. So, yeah, they've been my happy things in the car. Even though Pink's not necessarily all that happy, she's just a roller coaster of emotions in her albums, really is. So, when I have been in a, mood where I need to get something out and a bit more angry and a bit more, feel the adrenaline going. Sarah's Mind Spew recommended Faderhead's, what's it called? You Can't Resist. Absolutely thumping. The rest of his album I tried to listen to, but it was too mellow at the time. I was expecting more thumping, hard-hitting dance tracks, and it's just techno goth dance core. I can't place it, but yeah, that really, really hit the spot. So cheers for that, Sarah. When I have been chilling, someone has recommended the artist's Milk and Bone. Oh my god! Okay, besides one or two tracks where they got a few, they got the extra artists in, which really felt out of left field for me. The rest of their debut album, I forget who it is, and I forget who recommended it, but Milk and Bone, my god. I felt like I was tripping, man. Like, complete, it was so vaporwave, man. I was just like, their voices are just absolutely awesome. Can't recommend that enough. And lastly, I do actually have a sad album. I've been bearing a lot of sadness, which we're going to get to, because my noggin's one of the major aspects of my life, so we're going to get to it eventually. So yeah, the sad album has been Stefy, the Orange album from 2006. A lot of it's upbeat, poppy, sort of, it's alternative it was almost that 80s retro sound before Pale Waves suddenly brought it all rushing back. But it hit me at a sad time. Stefy did, and it was their only album, and it's got a lot of sad memories to it, and that's just what I was using to process through the sad memories. But it's a blooming good album. You could probably enjoy it and probably not get all these negative emotions just so happens that my main connections are Stefy, sad. But I love it, and I'm really, it's a real shame that I only did the one album. More fantastic work, but such is life. So, besides listening to many things, I have been watching not a lot, to be honest. I haven't really had the time between children and going out and work and sleep and yeah, there's not been much time to watch much. What I have been watching though, and I really enjoyed watching, was a few live streams. I finally got the internet to work properly and I've been catching a few live streams. So it's great to see, I'm going to butcher this name, right? Euronymooselive, April. She's brilliant. I love her to bits. And she was streaming Yakuza 0. Yes, Yakuza 0 the other day. I managed to catch that whilst I was at work. Shh. No one was in the shop. I was sitting on my own, and I was so glad to be able to get working Wi-Fi there. So that was a good watch, and I look forward to seeing more from her now she's come back. We also watched quite a lot of. I'm going to mispronounce her name terribly, so I'm going to check my notes. KatakaShin, I forget how she pronounces it. I mostly interact with her on Twitter. But yeah, her versus PSB, Mr. PSB on Call of Duty was brilliant. Prop hunt. It's hilarious. I love her. She's brilliant. Mr. PSB as well. Yeah, I didn't watch. I don't know. I preferred KatakaShin's. Well, I'll just call her Shin, shall I? Because that's what she has on her YouTube page. Yeah, Shin's stream just seems more me, so I'm watching Shin rather than PSB. Yeah, okay. But really, honestly, in my spare time, because I've had to be concentrating on things, I've not really been watching things. I've mostly been listening to the Cheap Show podcasts and catching up with them, because I've missed a few, and I want to catch up. So that was good, interesting. Yes, I finally got some merchandise from Mr. Biffo and his digitizer Redbubble store. Link in the description, and probably on screen now because that's how I roll. I got a I Survived Digitizer Live t-shirt, very nice indeed. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. Not had a reason to wear it out yet, but yeah, definitely going to find an excuse to wear that. I'll probably wear it on one of these, to be honest. Only reason I'm not wearing it today is because it's quite low cut. It's more for the Kim side of me than the Tim side of me, and I haven't exactly been keeping up appearances underneath my shirts at the minute. Come back on, behave you. Otherwise I lose track of what I'm doing because I'm on Tangent Central. I got this nice little purse which has come out with me already. It's from the found footage. It's really nice. It's my colour. It's red. I love red. Not so much that I love red, it just works in my hair. It works. It's not huge, it's got no pockets in it, it's literally just a nice big zip and a little purse thing. It's neat, it's one of those, I need something to put shit in, just about fits my phone in. I wasn't meant to be swearing on these, oh bollocks to it, we're swearing on this, I'm putting a fucking warning at the front, I'm swearing bollocks to a lot of you. Fine, I relent. No longer family friendly. Although my advertisement for my channel does include me wearing a t-shirt with Pandora saying bitch across the bottom of it, but double standards. Yeah, it's neat. It was expensive for what it was, but I love it. It's brilliant. Fantastic. Good stuff. And I also, I made a mistake here. I should have bought this with the cushion. I was going to put it on a t-shirt, but I thought I want a cushion just to add to the absurdness of it all. But I did relent, even though I thought it may be a bad idea. But I do have a very beautiful boy. Yeah, that's not the light, you know. That's actually printed on, that lightness there. That's actually printed on. Very beautiful boy. Very beautiful boy. I shouldn't be rubbing that bit because underneath the cushion is something else, and I really shouldn't be doing that to myself right now. Yes, I have a cushion cover. Very beautiful boy. The actual mask that was worn by Mr. Biffo at the Digitizer Live show, as designed and created by one retro princess, so I couldn't not really. In honour of both Biffo and retro princess, I couldn't not. So yeah, that's my little Redbubble spending monies I shouldn't be spending on. And I imagine I'm going to be buying a lot more stuff from a lot more people, even though I'm not really earning enough money. Right, tangents over. Tangents over. Right, what do I actually have on my... No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, God, it's all gone wrong! So, what's coming up on the channel? Because I've done nothing recently and I've had no chance to, so here we go. We're going to jump into things. I have a Play TSET lined up. It will be Demolition Man on the Sega Mega Drive as a starter because someone, I'm fairly certain it was Queen Aravel, decided to tweet about Demolition Man and mentioned the game, and it was just like, okay, fine, that's definitely the next game I'm playing, and lo and behold, that's what I'm going to do. I'm hopefully going to record it on the day this comes out, if I edit this quick enough to get it out on the day I want it to get out. If not, anyway, it's incoming. It's incoming. What else? Oh, my Spook TSET, my yearly Halloween specials, is going to get a revamp. I haven't decided any of the games yet, but the format's going to get a bit revamped because as much as I like the creepy footage in the background and the candle and everything, excuse me, I'm thinking of rebranding it, and I've got some ideas. Ooh, I just remembered that one as well, that's a good one. And hopefully I can get a nice intro, if nothing else. I don't know what I'm going to have in the background. I'll probably... not so much moving images, because it's a pain in the backside to render, because it's so much information. It takes up my hard drive. I can clear it out for more junk, which is nice. So that's going to get a rebrand. What else is happening? What other things that I thought... Oh, that's it, and I've got another Put It to TSET in the works. Fans of the Cheap Show, stay tuned, because more Cheap Show related MacGuffins. And hopefully I'll be able to shout out some people properly this time, because I won't be completely FC UK'd. Okay, right, so that's done. Let's get on to some more hard-hitting topics, shall we? Because, well, that's been my life recently. I put out a tweet recently that basically said that I realised that I've been putting my life... I've been self-destructing in socially acceptable ways, and it's true, and I know people were sort of, oh, okay, you know, you get over it, it's fine. No, I appreciate the support, but it wasn't so much a case of, oh, I feel terrible. It's like, oh, I've just come to this realisation that I am actually doing things that... I don't know if you're going to see that, but it's annoying me on my screen. Yeah, I've been doing things that I shouldn't have been doing, and I've been noticing I'm doing it a lot more. Case in point, I was never one to drink. I never considered myself straight edge. I like hardcore music, I like the straight edge movement, I was a huge CM Punk fan, you know, the whole 9 yards, but I would never consider myself straight edge. Because I will take medicine occasionally, I will... You know, I consume caffeine, I consume this, that, and the other, and some straight edgers get really narky about that, and I don't want to be associated with the really negative, hardcore straight edgers. I know there's straight edgers out there that are just, hey, that's cool, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, that's cool, whatever, not a problem. And they're nice people. Some of them are dicks. And I don't need that association, so I've never considered myself straight edge. Especially not now, because I may have been coerced, put it politely, into drinking a few alcoholic beverages, and, you know, really, honestly, I probably shouldn't have done, but I was in a low mood and just wanted something, and so I figured, screw it, I'm going to do it, and I don't know, it's just something I did, and I have done, and I noticed I had been doing it a bit to excess recently. Just a little bit. And emotions were running high, as you'd expect, but I never got to the point where I was drunk enough that I didn't know what was happening and I didn't remember anything. I always remembered it all. And there's a lot of emotions and it's stuck with me and it's going, this isn't really helping. I don't know quite what everyone's getting from it. I mean, it was fun. And I don't know whether I'll actually go back to be completely teetotal. I don't know. Really odd, but seeing myself do this and feeling the way I did, it was really odd. I wanted that escapism, but I wasn't getting it. I mean, when I was having good times, it was good. When I was not so much good times, it was not the worst I've ever felt, but I don't know. It seems odd. I'm not sure I like it. Yet I still continue to do it. Bizarre. But that's not the only thing. I have been massively overspending recently. It started with getting the kids ready for school. My daughter needed a laptop for secondary school. I'm not even going to get into the details of that. Just put it that way. It cost me a bomb. And then I need to get a uniform. And of course that costs a fortune. And so on and so forth. And it's just, that was a catalyst for me to stop saving money and to just go, well, screw it, I've already spent money, let's just spend this on this and that and that. And I haven't stopped. I haven't. It's been bad. It's been very bad. I'm laughing about it because I don't want to think about it. Not really. So yeah, I'm massively overspending. And, oh yeah, linking back to the alcohol. I've reverted back to being a bit more risque with some certain posts. I'm sure if you know what I'm talking about, then you've seen them. If you haven't, there's definitely one still available. But yeah, I used to do that on a few niche social apps and was quite explicit about things. And I was, I enjoyed myself at the time, but quite often came away feeling quite bad and feeling rather rubbish about myself. This time round, I didn't get that I shouldn't have done that sort of vibe. Because it was done in a comfortable environment with people that I like and I trust under their sort of guidance, and I felt safe and secure, and under like just sort of, this is just a rando person. I've met these people, most of these people, and they're all lovely people, and I felt safe and I felt secure and it was good. But I'm concerned that I'm on that self-destructive path, It's just, I'm doing things out of the ordinary that I wouldn't normally because I'm trying to act out and trying to do something, and it all relates back to my something personality disorder. Borderline. I call it something different now. Another personality disorder. Anyway, so yeah, that all links back to that. So yeah, that's not been great, really. I mean, I can put on a happy face and do whatever, and it's not really a massive issue, but you know how when the boat gets stuck on the edge of the whirlpool and it's just going round, and it's like, oh, it's not so bad, we could probably pull out of this. Then you don't. And you get deeper and deeper into it. I'm worried I'm going to start spiralling out of control, put it that way. So, trying to keep an eye on that. So, now that we've had misery and depression and things talked about in that sense, let's try something a touch more positive. Right, so I have been genderqueer, I think, since 16 is when I first really started pushing the boundaries. All my life I've been different. I've never really been male as such. I remember being in primary school and wanting to play with the girls more than I did the boys, and I don't know, it's one of those things that's evolved and spiraled, and 16 I could actually start buying some things and start to explore things, and you know how it goes. And yeah, there was a brief period where I was exploring that, pushing that, mostly privately. When I was 17, 18, I think I started pushing the boundaries more and going out, meeting people as Tim, but dressing predominantly female, because screw it, why not? What else? What happened after that? And then I kind of put it away for a while for things I won't get into here, but you know, 8 years later, and it starts to come out again, and I start pushing it, and slowly but surely over the past, we say over the 4 years after that, so up until about a year ago, it was a slow simmer. There was ups, there was downs, there was I don't know what I am, I don't know who I am, I don't this, that and the other. But from about last year, I met some people that accepted it and really pushed it. Not saying that I didn't find people before this. I did. I stopped talking to them because I had some issues. I'm all over the joint. I've written everything down apart from this because I presumed I'd be able to recall it straight from memory, but obviously not. Basically, bottom line is, it's taken the past year to really sort of push forward and finalise and be completely comfortable with what I'm doing. That's come partly in hand with the weight loss, which photo I showed on Twitter, which, hang on, let me just get out of the way because otherwise it's going to hurt the sharp corners. That one. Yeah, so over the past year, I don't know, I've put it in kilograms there, you can work out how much I lost, but I've lost about 6 stone. Thank you. So, yeah, part with that is feeling better about myself and being able to look at myself in the mirror a bit more. I'm still not happy. I've still got approximately 4 stone to go before I'm really happy with where I am. That's if the body cooperates, because it might not. I might do that and I might just still look absolutely awful and just be like, okay, that was a lot of times I could have eaten chocolate that I didn't. But yeah, it's taken me a long time. I have stepkids and they learnt about it about a year ago as well. Yes, because that's when I started posting Kim on places, and it was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to do that, and they're going to know, and they're old enough to know about it, and they were all cool with it. But it took me until about a couple of weeks ago before my children, not going to go into ages, but you know, they were young enough to know enough, and it's not massive the issue, and they really took it amazingly well. And my parents are alright with it. I inadvertently came out to my nan because I was getting ready to go out and she arrived, and it's just like, oh, hi. She's not said anything, but there doesn't seem to be a problem there. My mum's come round to it, and my dad doesn't seem to give a monkey, so yeah. I've not explained any of this to them. They just know that sometimes I'm Tim, sometimes I'm Kim, and they just let me get on with it. It's fine. The kids are more than happy with this. They know about me and about the different names, and it's just nice. I've had such a positive experience, and then to go out and to meet people and to have friends that support me, and it's just been wonderful. I've just had a fantastic time with this. You know, I've been really blessed, and I'm really lucky to have so many positive people in my life that I regret not doing this 10 years ago. Really, I do. I could have spent 10 years of my life being me, rather than just being part of me. This isn't to say that, this is solving everything. This has not solved everything. This is just part of me, My mental health is still not fixed because of this. It's never going to be fixed because of this, because it's not a solution. It's finding part of me. That's all it is. It's not fixed anything. It's not changing the brain patterns or anything. It's just who I am, how I feel, and how I present myself, you know, that sort of thing, and just how I feel, you know. So it's been quite something to just come out and just no one cares. It's whatever, get on with it. Couldn't have asked for a better reaction from most people, to be honest, and yeah. And I feel better. You know, I've gained a lot of confidence over the years through work, but by accepting myself, I've just got a shed load more confidence. Don't get me wrong, I still suffer from anxiety, but you know, I've pushed a long way, and I don't know. I look like a complete miserable bastard, but I'm happy in that sense. You know, I am. And I think I've rambled on for long enough. God knows how long I've been rambling on for. Hang on, no. Half hour again. Timed that rather well, didn't I? So yeah, really, honestly, I'm open to talking more about any of these subjects. Whether you want to talk to them private, talk to them. Am I referring to myself in the third person? They and them? No, sorry, pronouns. Yes, quickly, hang on. Hydrate. Right. Pronouns. He, she, they, whatever. You know. You can call me Brian, Tiffany, Stephanie, Andrew, Malcolm, Douglas, it. Everyone, you know, my name's so similar to Tom. People call me Tom. People call me up on the phone and they think I'm a woman. They see me as Kim and they see straight through it and they can see me as Tim. It's not a big deal. Personally, for me, no, let's rewind. For some people, it's an issue and it's a big part of their gender identity. Fine, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. I do not ask people's pronouns often enough. I admit that. I often try to make assumptions of how they're presenting themselves, which is bad, but it's how I've lived my life for the past 30 years and it's a bloody hard habit to get out of. Okay? I try to be as respectful as possible, but for some people, pronouns are a huge issue. Cool. For me, couldn't care less. Pronouns are not a problem. Names are not a problem. It's half the reason why it's Tim and Kim, whereas if you fuck it up, I like being able to swear. Too natural for me. If you fuck it up and call me Tim when I'm Kim or Kim when I'm Tim, it's less embarrassing for both of us because it sounds the same. Oh, I just misheard them. Although I can still casually play off my kids calling me daddy as Kim. I can still play it off. Especially when I'm around other women because it can sort of like be, oh, I get it, right. So she's the daddy and he's the mum. He, she, they, it, whatever. Fuck it. Too complicated. It's too warm because I've closed all the windows and there's no air and the studio light is on and I'm recording it and I've been waffling for half an hour and I still haven't decided on a way to end these things. Less tangerines this time, which is handy.